Hello everyone, today's video is all about the employment allowance. So this is applicable to you if you are a business owner and you employ staff. So the employment allowance has been in for a few years now, and it basically gives a credit against the wage bill for businesses. So specifically, it reduces your national insurance bill by £4,000 a year. Now this comes off the employer's Class 1 national insurance. So it's a credit against that of up to £4,000 a year. Now, there is a cap though. If you have employers' NI totaling more than £100,000 in the previous tax year, then this employment allowance is denied to you. So you have to have a wage bill not exceeding a certain amount. So to have employers, class ones, less than 100 grand in total, you know you're not going to be having a wage bill of say 7 figures. So you're looking at having a wage bill of over £1 million before this employment allowance is denied to you. So quite a hefty wage bill. So I would say a lot of SME businesses will qualify for this employment allowance. Now you can claim for the previous 4 years. So if you haven't claimed already, we're now 4 years into this new tax break, then you can go back and claim. There was certain different rates a few years ago. It used to be 3,000. It's now more generous at 4,000. But you can go back and claim for those previous years, going back to the 16-17 tax year. So have a look. If you haven't claimed it, do go back and claim. If you are part of a group, so let's say you're a limited company, you've got a company, but you're part of a group, so more than one company, the £100,000 is basically that 100,000 limit in terms of the employer NI part of the wage bill is split across the group. So if you said, oh well, actually on one company we've got 90 grand of employers NI, and the other company we've got 30. Well, unfortunately, you bust the limit. So it's that 100,000 across the group of companies. And if you still qualify, then you can only one company in the group can claim the employment allowance. So you can't get both companies in a two company group claiming the 4 grand each to knock off the wage bill. Other points on this. What if you have just say one company? So forget groups and more than one company, but just say you've got one company and multiple payrolls. It's possible to have 2 or more pay-as-you-earn schemes in a single company. Again, when testing against the limits, you have to apply that 100 grand employer's NI bill across all PAYE schemes to see if you're eligible, and if you are, only one of the payrolls that you run, you can claim the £4,000 back. Okay, so that's a couple of restrictions there. Finally, what about smaller companies, one-man band, one-woman band, sole director shareholder, sole employee, so one employee who was also a director, and they may be paying themselves above what they call the secondary threshold for national insurance, which means there is some employers' NI to pay. You cannot get the £4,000 credit for that situation if you were just a sole employee who was a director. Now, different if you have family business and there may be a handful of people in there. Well, that's fine. You can claim the employment allowance, the £4,000 there. But if it's just one individual in a company and they are subject to employers' NI, then they can't claim it. Now, a lot of people in that situation anyway won't even be paying any employers' NI because they'll be paying the so-called minimal salary maximum dividend route from a tax efficiency point of view, where the salary is low, doesn't even there's no actual national insurance on that, and then the rest is taken out in the form of dividends. So, but it just surprises me from time to time when I see businesses who haven't claimed this, and this has been around for a few years, and the qualifying criteria is easy. It's if you've got a wage bill that is more or less than £1 million, then you can qualify. So yes, the strict criteria is 100 grand of employers' NI, but when you think what the rates are and you kind of think it through, it means a total wage bill of about 7 figures. But most small SME businesses, I would suggest, would qualify for this. So the employment allowance, just go onto HMRC's website and key in employment allowance, and specifically it will tell you exactly how to go back and claim previous years if you haven't already done so. So that was just an overview of the employment allowance. If you like this video, please do subscribe right there, and I will see you soon.